How can I see Krishna everywhere? Vibhūti Yoga, chapter 10. 18 timeless questions, 18 Bhagavad Gita answers. Welcome to Bhagavad Gita for Life Hub. You see, at the end of chapter 9, Arjuna was told by Lord Krishna, Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. So he told Arjuna, Manmana bhava, always think of me. So here in this chapter, how to always think of Krishna is answered, because Arjuna is asking, how can I always remember you? Manmana bhava, you always think of me in your mind. I am fighting a war, killing people. How can I always think of you 24 hours a day? Always. For that I have to see you everywhere. To think of somebody means, you have to remember means, you're busy, you're watching something else. How can you remember Krishna? You are in so many activities I'm doing. So this chapter answers this classic question. How can I see Krishna everywhere? We see Krishna through his vibhutis, through his manifestations in various ways, through his energies. So all that is answered here in this Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10. So Krishna begins to reveal his greatness. In these first three shlokas, he gives the importance of being a devotee of Krishna. When somebody becomes a devotee of Krishna, he's not in the administration of Krishna's organizational structure. It's a direct relationship. There is no dotted line. Administrative people, at least, they report to him in the organization structure. Just like a CEO of a company. In the organization structure, he has presidents, vice presidents, general managers, other managers, a big organization, 8,000, 10,000 people working, and he is the CEO of the company. However, when he comes home, he has a direct relationship with his family members, his wife, his children, his parents, siblings. They've got nothing to do with his office work. Similarly, Krishna also, with the devotees, he considers them as a separate category of people. These devotees, he's like a big organization CEO or the owner of the company. He's paying salaries and then they get some commissions. So there is some relationship. But when it comes to his family members, it is invaluable relationship. Like a husband can never value how much wife is providing him. He cannot put a salary for the wife. And similarly, wife cannot put a salary for the husband. The relationship is invaluable. Once we understand Krishna is a person and we are also persons, then the relationship is very sweet and it is invaluable. That's why when we, with this brief understanding, let us see what Krishna is telling in the chapter 10, text 1 to 3. I'll just read wherever possible Sanskrit, a little bit of translations, and then we'll get going. Most important, look at all these videos at Bhagavad Gita for Life Hub, especially the recent ones. We have started putting some visuals behind. Please see the visuals so the understanding is more clear, more better. All right. Simply reading plain text and trying to understand is good, but this visuals is making the learning much more easier. It's going to be a long video, 1 hour plus, 1 hour 20 minutes maybe. So please give that much time. If you don't have time, break it 2 to 3 sessions or 4 sessions and complete the video from beginning to end. That is our recommendation. Otherwise, you won't get anything. We are not interested in views who will watch for 30 seconds and move away. This is not made for that kind of crowd. This is for serious practitioners, serious devotees who want to get into that special category of devotees, not even the devatas. Devatas are also devotees in one sense. Like I said, in a big company, the employees are also devotees or serving the owner of the company. But there the equation is not so loving relationship. It is just a business relationship. So all the devatas are here. That's why Krishna is saying they don't know. Devotees know better even than, like family members know. My wife knows me better than where I was working in corporate world. My colleagues, my officers, they know me, but not the way my wife and children and parents know me at home. It is very personal relationship. Okay. Text number 1, chapter 10. Shri Bhagavan Vacha. Bhagavan means Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself, who is full in all 6 opulences according to the definition of Parashara Muni, father of Vyasadeva. Like all the 6 opulences, He is number 1. Nobody is equal to Him or better than Him. He Himself is telling, Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Here He is not writing Shri Krishna said. He is telling God said. Okay. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, listen again, O mighty armed Arjuna, because you are my dear friend. A friend also is not in the same office. He is outside. A little bit like family and friends category is more intimate than some official business dealings. Because you are my dear friend, for your benefit, I shall speak to you further, giving knowledge that is better than what I have already explained. I told you this is the most confidential knowledge. 6 chapters in the beginning, 6 chapters in the end, as like 2 covers of a book. Middle 6 chapters are very confidential. Bhagavad Gita itself is confidential. Out of that, middle 6 chapters are more confidential. Guhya, Guhyatara and Guhyatama, superlative. The most confidential comes in the middle 2 chapters of the 6 chapters. Middle 6 chapters, the middle 2 chapters are even more confidential, chapter 9 and chapter 10. And that the juncture of chapter 9 and chapter 10 is Manmana Bhava Madbhakto. That is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Become my devotee. That is better benefits. Don't become my officer at office. You become my devotee. You are my family. A very special position for my devotees. Krishna is giving that speciality and special position here. And become a friend of Krishna. Sakhya Rasa. We can relate with Krishna in various rasas. Arjuna is relating with Krishna in Sakhya Rasa. And he is telling, text number 2, neither the hosts of demigods or devatas, nor the great sages know my origin or opulence, for in every respect I am the source of the devatas and the sages. I show in the in the middle of the picture here, even the devatas or the sages, they have some kind of a organization structure, like the Saptarishis or in the Saptarisha Mandala taking care of something. These people are also still in some organization. They may have some knowledge, like they write books and then they conduct classes, all that is there, but there is still one special category who are not even inside this. They are all, many of these sages are very pure devotees. I am not denying that. But Krishna is going even further than even the great sages. Imagine the position of somebody like the gopis. They don't know any knowledge. They are simple village people. And they are into pure devotional service. Technically, academically, the sages may understand Krishna to some extent. But the pure devotees, the category who are not even in the category of the great sages and great devatas like Brahma, Shiva, Dikpalakas, Saptarishis, all those people who have big gyan, some academic knowledge about Krishna, they are different category. These pure devotees, they cannot quote shlokas like them. They don't know all the Vedas. They are not trained through college life of going to universities or of the Vedic knowledge, the Gurukulas. They are not academics. They are a very special category, the devotees. Please try to understand. I usually spend in the first few shlokas of the chapter a lot of time. And then I rush through the rest of the chapter. I'm doing it deliberately because without this foundation, the rest, I can just read through, you will understand better. Whenever I read through the text very quickly, fastly, You already have some basics here. That's why these first 3 shlokas, 6 shlokas are very, very important. Okay. And then the third shloka is, I'll just put it so you can all read. He who knows me, an unborn, beginningless, supreme Lord of all worlds, he alone, undeluded, is freed from all sins. Yo mam ajam anadim cha vetti loka maheshwaram asammudaha sa martyeshu sarva papaihi pramuchyate. He who knows me as the unborn, as the beginningless, as the supreme Lord of all worlds, he only, undeluded among men, is freed from all sins. So here there are some of the words, technical words, like aja, that means he is unborn. Yo mam ajam anadim cha, and he has no beginning. Adi means beginning, anadi means no beginning, and he has no birth like us. So he who knows that Lord Krishna himself is telling, you see on the left side, he's talking to Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. I didn't show the chariot there. Anyway, they are explaining. He is explaining to him, please understand that I'm not another king, great person, very powerful person. No, I am God himself. God has no birth. Even great devatas like Brahma himself have birth. He is born, he lives for his 100 years, which are like trillions of our years, relatively speaking, and even Brahma has to die one day. So this aja is, Krishna is telling, I am God, I have no birth. So if you can understand this, and then look at Bhagavad Gita from that perspective, then it is a different way of understanding. So many people write Bhagavad Gita's translations, purports, their own understanding, but they remove the person Krishna from the explanation. They will never say Krishna is telling. They will tell all academic things inside. That is not very powerful. The devotees approach Bhagavad Gita as the word of God, which is told in the Bhagavad Gita itself. So he is telling, I'm unborn and I don't have a beginning. Brahma has a beginning. He is born, he gets knowledge, he does creation, he does some administrative work, and then at the end of 100 years, he will also pass away. You take all the Dikpalakas, all the Devatas, everybody has a time span. That's it. But Krishna is unborn. So this we have to understand. Once we understand about Krishna like this, and Bhagavad Gita like this, and Manmana Bhava Madbhakto, like he gives techniques how to always remember him, how to see him everywhere, all the time, then we come into that special category of devotees. And in that special category of devotees, we don't have complaints. Like if we are in a family, the father is struggling to get, he lost his job, no money. So the whole family will rally behind him, say, okay, 1 year we will not make any purchases, like clothing. We have old clothes, we'll manage. We'll not go for any shoes or this and that unless it is. So we'll go into emergency mode, very, very minimal mode, without complaining. We understand father has a reason for not providing. He is our good father. He doesn't have a job. He's struggling to, do some odd jobs and get some food to the table. Let us manage with 1 meal a day without complaining. That is where is the love. So once the devotees understand Krishna from this perspective, then they don't complain. Oh, I am asking something, you are not giving. What kind? No, the devotees don't complain. They say, we don't even deserve this much. He's giving much more than what we deserve. That is the point. All right? And then, now he is telling, where all Krishna we can see. And he's telling to Arjuna, which means we following in Arjuna. Arjuna is our spiritual master. He is the first person who got the Bhagavad Gita knowledge. We are coming in that Arjuna parampara. And therefore, what he is telling to Arjuna, we try to understand. Krishna is revealing to Arjuna, everything comes from me alone. even the qualities, like here, intelligence is a quality. This Anubhav is very intelligent boy. Suraj is another very enterprising boy. Like when I see Anubhav, I can connect the dot with Krishna and I can remember Krishna, because Krishna is telling intelligence comes from me. This enterprising quality comes from me. All these qualities that you see around, Krishna is telling it comes from me. So easy to see Krishna's hand around us, Krishna's arrangement around us very easily. Expert. My wife is an expert in her kitchen work. She keeps the kitchen so clean, very organized. She cooks very delicious foods for Krishna. And when I see that expert, the word expertise, he says, Krishna, I give the expertise. The moment you see some expert person like that around you, now later Krishna gives very many huge examples of the universe, 14 planetary systems he is giving. I am just converting that into, I have to see around myself. Arjuna, he is telling all that because those words at that time, common men knew that. They knew who are the four Kumaras. It was like simple, basic primary school knowledge. They know who is Shiva, Brahma, Indra, Dikpalakas, Saptarishis. Today, none of us know all that. If I go on the street and then asks people, they don't know who is Chaturmukha Brahma. 99 out of 100 people will not know. Tell 2 sentences about Brahma. Don't know, some Hindu god, they will tell like that. But Arjuna's time, it was common knowledge. He gave all those examples. But for us, we have to see around. Instead of getting envious, somebody is a very expert. Envious, somebody is like very intelligent than me. We should not. As devotees, we should be humble. We should learn from others and we should appreciate. Then we are devotees. Like within the family, if one brother is scoring more marks, the other brother should not get envious of him. Okay, so here let me read what are the qualities coming from Krishna. Buddhir gnanam asammohaha kshama satyam damah shamaha sukham dukkham bhavo bhavo bhayam cha abhayam evacha ahimsa samata tushtis tapodanam yasho ayashaha bhavanti bhava bhutana matta eva pritagvidaha. Intelligence, knowledge, freedom from doubt and delusion, forgiveness, truthfulness, control of the senses, control of the mind, happiness and distress, birth, death, fear, fearlessness, non-violence, equanimity, satisfaction, austerity, charity, fame and infamy. All these various qualities of living beings are created by me alone. He only not created the planets and the living entities. The qualities inside the living entities also, Krishna is telling, I am the source, I am giving all this. So when we see around all this, when we understand this, then we can see Krishna's hand in that. We can start seeing Krishna everywhere. These are some of the ways of seeing Krishna everywhere. Text number 6. Now he's talking about the great rishis and devatas and the manus, the administration devatas. Krishna is putting the devotees like us in a special category. We are not managing any universal administration, but we are not proud that we are something different. Krishna is telling us, look, you are very dear to me, more dear to even the officers. Like a father who is a manager in a company, he is working with colleagues. Again, the same analogy, same example. He comes home, he treats his children different from his people who report to him at office. His children are a different category. Here is a very personal, sweet relationship. This relation is different from the relationship in the office. That is what Krishna is telling. Please understand all these things, what you see in the office, or my suppliers, my other friends outside world, they are all like, they don't know about me. Better, you know me better. I tell my son, you know me better. You see me everything. You know my weaknesses. You know my strengths. But outside, they all think I'm something big, but you know my weaknesses also. So you are something different, very sweet. Okay. The 7 sages, Maharshaya Sapta Purve Chatvaro Manavastatha Madbhava Manasa Jata Yesham Loka Imah Prajaha. The 7 great sages, and before them the 4 other great sages. That means Sanak, Sanatana, Sananda, Sanat Kumara. These are the 4 Kumaras. Even that. And the 7 Saptarishis. And then the Manus. Manus are like Manu Samhita is there. It is coming from Manu, father of the mankind. Manu. He has written how the humans should behave, how they are punished, how are they given benefits. All this Manu Samhita is there. So even the Manus, the progenitors of mankind, you know up to Manu, Arjuna, you know the 4 Kumaras, you know the Saptarishis. They come from me. All the qualities, intelligence, non-intelligence, qualities, all that qualities come from me. Now even the people, what you know around this, you can see easily, right? How to see Krishna everywhere. So Krishna is telling what Arjuna knows. He knows all these people. They are all coming from me. They all come from me. Born from my mind. That is very important. Krishna doesn't, people don't, for normal human beings, you know how children are born. There is an act between father and mother, and then mother becomes pregnant, and then she gives birth after 9 to 10 months. That's how the creation of ours happens. But here Krishna doesn't have to go through that. Just from his mind, he is creating all these things. I am the source. From my mind, all this, I empower people and they create. Shiva and Shakti create. I am the origin of even them. Therefore, all the living beings populating the various planets, not only this earthly planet, higher planets, the 14 planet systems, down on this entire Brahmanda and beyond other many Brahmandas, I am this source. Is it sinking into us, this gravity, that who we are making a relationship? Can you really understand the gravity of this Krishna statement? Who is he? And then read the next sentence. Vibhūti means my mystic opulences, my mystic powers and opulences, Vibhūtis, my grandeur, great things, Vibhūtis. Etam Vibhūtim Yogam Cha, opulences. And yoga means mystic powers, 2 words. My mystic power, like magic. Somebody will take out some ash from his hand like this, from his ear. I take out some ash. Magic. Hey, how he took out? I cannot take out ash. So he took out ash. Wow, so nice. He took out some gold from his ear. So nice. It's like something magical power, mystic power, which I cannot understand with my senses. Something magical. Krishna is telling, my opulences. Somebody can give you 1 gram gold, 5 gram gold, 10 gram gold. Krishna is giving, mountains of gold. There are certain planets where the whole mountain is created. Is here you get granite, there you have the mountain rocks are all made of gold. That is Krishna's creation. If you are so much, shocked, somebody can take out a gold coin like this. How much shocked you should be, relatively speaking, like Krishna can create mountains of gold. Even in our planet, there is a lot of gold, which is inside the earthly planet. They dig and take out. One who is factually convinced of this opulence and mystic power of mine, what should we do once we understand this? Give up all these fake babas and then surrender to Krishna. And then start serving him in devotional service. So our bhakti is born when we understand how great is Krishna. All these people are coming from him, and he is giving a special path, direct connection to Krishna through a spiritual master. Transparent via medium is the spiritual master. Through the Guru, you just connect to Krishna. How beautiful system Krishna is giving. How kind he is that he is giving. Now we may get some disease, we may also die, but that our suffering is happening under a different jurisdiction. It is not under the jurisdiction of Yamaraja. Krishna is purifying us in various ways so we don't forget him, because it's very important for us to remember him throughout life, serve him to the best of our capabilities, and then go back to him. That's what Krishna wants. That is beautifully told later in the later verses, how we are going one step, Krishna is coming many steps towards us. That will be told later, how kind he is. He has all the time for us. He reciprocates. The Chatushloki is going to tell all this. This chapter is the most confidential knowledge because there are 4 verses. The Chatushloki, which is coming in the next 1 or 2 slides, which is very, very important to understand the Chatushloki. Anyway, so here, one who is factually convinced of this opulence and mystic power of mind engages in unalloyed devotional service. Of this there is no doubt. How many of you, after listening this, will become unalloyed devotees? Unalloyed means pure. Alloy means a mixture of few metals. Unalloyed means total 100% purity. 24 karat, not 22. 22 karat has some alloy. 24 carats means no other tinge of karma, gnana, this, that, this feku baba, that feku baba, I go here, that tree, this mountain, this sky. We connect to Krishna. That is okay. We respect all the devatas, but we don't equate them to Krishna or better than the Krishna. We have unalloyed devotional service to Krishna exclusively. Tana, mana, dhana, everything belongs to Krishna. That once we understand all this, how everything is coming from Krishna, we understand. See, there are the 4 Kumaras, the Manus, the Saptarshis, and all the creations, everything, all that, knowledge, everything I have shown in this, that all the things are coming from Krishna. Are you able to read the bottom text? All qualities come from me. The sages and all beings also come from me. And then here you say, knowing this, one becomes a devotee. This increases our faith and we become a devotee. Exclusively, we serve Krishna only above all. Now, this is the Chatushloki, the heart of bhakti. It's very popular in Vaishnava Sampradayas. There are 4 bona fide Sampradayas. All 4 bona fide Sampradayas have one common factor is they identified this as the central heart of entire Bhagavad Gita. 8, 9, 10, 11. Students' activities, if possible, in this lifetime, I giving you full, long time. Memorize these 4 shlokas. Alright? At least read, understand the shlokas. If you don't know Sanskrit, find the translations in English. You please memorize. Remember them as far as possible. Because this Chatushloki, if you go to Madhvacharya, he has explained this. He has taken special care to explain these 4 shlokas. If you go to Ramanujacharya, if you go to Nimbarka, if you go to Mahaprabhu, you go into the Gaudiya Vaishnava thing. Even if you go to Shankaracharya, he has highlighted these 4 verses. Everybody is in agreement, toto, that this is the essence of Bhagavad Gita, the heart of Bhagavad Gita, the most confidential knowledge. It comes right in the middle 2 chapters, Manmana Bhava Madbhakto, and then how this is carried out. We see the knowledge of Sambandha, who I am, who is God, what is my relationship with Him. This is Sambandha Gyan. Once you set up the Sambandha Gyan, like in the previous verses 1 to 7, Krishna is giving the Sambandha Gyan. Then comes the Abhideya Gyan. That means Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam. How to listen, how to glorify, talk about Him. Smaranam, how to always think of Him. When you see, you just open your eyes, you see your wife, you remember Krishna. How easy it is. You see your son or daughter, you remember Krishna. Everything you say thank you, gratitude to Krishna, whatever you see your salary, money, you thank you Krishna. It's your blessings. So Sambandha Abhideya Gnana is given in these 4 shlokas. And Prayojana, Prayojana means what is the benefit. Once I serve Krishna, what is the benefit I get? Sambandha, Abhideya and Prayojana. This is wholesome, 4 shlokas. Alright? I'll read both Sanskrit and English. Aham means I. Krishna is telling I. Who will tell? Impersonal light will tell I. No, it has to be a person. Krishna is a person and he's telling I. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattah sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Again, in this pictorial representation, we are showing both the spiritual and material worlds. He is telling, I am the source. Everything emanates from me, everything comes from me. Repeatedly he is telling. The wise, that means all of you, you are very wise people. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattah sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. So you are all wise people. Once you understand this, you worship him. So the next one is, how do you worship him? Very, very simple. Macchitta madgata prana bodhayantaha parasparam katayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. When my devotees meet, they only glorify about me. Nothing else. They have no other work, no other job. They don't talk about cricket. They don't talk about Bollywood, Hollywood, this, that, and all that. When my devotees meet, they have no other topics to discuss. They are pure unalloyed devotees. I am still not at that level. So this is the goal of my life. Just to clarify, you should not think this person may be always like this. No, this is a very high platform. We are all aiming for this. Okay, you join Bhagavad Gita for Life Hub. All the members, we start glorifying Krishna. We begin with 1%, then 2%. We grow in our bhakti. The thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives are fully devoted to my service, and they derive great satisfaction and bliss from always enlightening one another and conversing about me. So this is Abhideya Gnana. They always Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, they will be doing very easy. So if you find some time, you find some 10 minutes extra time, what will you do? You come to Bhagavad Gita for Life Hub, pick or where you stop the previous video, and then you continue from there for 10 minutes. That means you are already doing bhakti. Because I'm not talking about any politics or anything here, any sports, nothing. I'm just speaking here, and you come and hear, then we are conversing with each other, and then that is the Abhideya Gnana, and we are already performing devotional service. Just logging in on your move, wherever you are, into this channel, and going through for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you are already performing devotional service. It is as easy as that. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. Macchitta madgata prana bodhayantaha parasparam katayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. Are you doing it as a drudgery? No. It's not at all a drudgery. It's not boring. It is like tired. Your boss gives office work, it's a drudgery. It can be boring. Oh my God, because they're paying me salary, I'm doing, but I hate my job. I hear many people telling that. But here, this is not a drudgery. Always enlightening one another and conversing about me with a great satisfaction and bliss, happiness. Does my face look happy explaining this to you all? I hope so. Hare Krishna. Krishna is giving me bliss in explaining all these things. And then, Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayantite. Now, this is our part. We understand and we serve. What is Krishna doing in return? Is keeping quiet? No. He is reciprocating. What he is reciprocating? He is not sitting quiet. You are performing devotion, you are happy, okay, that's it. No. Now you started with 1%. Krishna will pick you up from there to 2%, 20%, 40%, 60%. He is also having some work here that he is doing on the devotees. That's what it is. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayantite. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. He is giving the buddhi or intelligence and buddhi yoga, how you can come to me. How to find some time to come and log in and learn this Bhagavad Gita. He will give you that intelligence. If you are sincere and you want to learn and get closer to Krishna, he will give you intelligence. How to find 10 minutes a day to come onto this channel and pick some video and just try to understand more about Krishna. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. He will give that. I give the divine understanding, Krishna is telling. And then what happens? He says, I will give them special mercy. Tesham evanu kampartham aham agnanajam tamaha nashayami atma bhavasto gnana deepena bhashvata. To show them special mercy, I, dwelling in their hearts, destroy with the shining lamp of knowledge the darkness born of ignorance. Krishna is giving us the result. He is picking us up from 1% to 2%, 20%, 40%, 60, 80, 100%. He is giving us more and more knowledge. The more you visit this, and then more you understand this, and more you follow the instructions given by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, then he will destroy the ignorance and he give us more ways to get and link more with Krishna. It becomes more and more stronger, our relationship, from very fragile to very strong relationship it will become. And then Arjuna Uvacha, text number 12 onwards. Now from here we will go very fast, quick, tuck, 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 tuck. Not much is there. Not much is there means Krishna is giving various ways how to remember him and look around from him. 12 to 18. So Arjuna accepts Krishna as the supreme truth. And then he tells like this. He prays to Krishna. Okay, Krishna, now I accept. Whatever you told me until text number 11. Based on that, again Arjuna is telling to Krishna, I accept that. And then he prays to Krishna. Yes. Yes, you are the source of, the Manus and all that. Brahman is there, you are Parabrahman. He accepts and Arjuna glorifies. So we also accept Krishna, and whenever we get some time, pick these shlokas to glorify Krishna, to pray Krishna. These are prayer shlokas. What Arjuna is praying to Krishna. If we don't know how to pray and write our own shlokas, our own prayers, if we don't know how to write, we are not very intelligent people like Arjuna, who knows perfect Sanskrit. We can see here. He went to Sanskrit school, college, Gurukul. He can create verses like this. We don't. They're grammatically, as per Sanskrit grammar, perfect. Arjuna knows that Sanskrit. We don't know. So if you don't know, we can pick the same shlokas of Arjuna and we can repeat either in Sanskrit or in English or in your local language. I'll read that. The prayers of Arjuna to Krishna. Because he accepts whatever Krishna told from shloka number 1 to shloka number 11. So that he repeats the same thing in a different phrase from Arjuna's perspective. Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan, Purusham, Shashvatam, Divyam, Adidevam, Ajam Vibhum. Adirhi Devanam. He says, yeah, you are Adidev. He is repeating again. He is paraphrasing what Krishna told, I am this, I am that. Arjuna is telling, yes, you are this, you are that. That's all. This is a mirror reflection of what the previously Krishna told to Arjuna. Arjuna accepts that and he throws back the same thing. He spins around. Yes, you are this, you are that. Krishna says, I am the source of Brahman. Here Arjuna is telling, yes, you are the source. You are Parabrahman. Ahustvam rishayah sarve devarshir naradastatha asito devalo vyasaha swayam chaiva pravishime. Yes, you told me all this, but I also heard from all these people. The great rishis, manus, all those people are also accepting this as the truth, Krishna. You don't have to tell me now. I know already from those people also. Krishna. So Guru, Sadhu and Shastra Arjuna is quoting. Krishna, you yourself, God yourself telling me, and all these people also telling me, all these devatas, rishis, manus, All of them are telling, even Narada, great rishis, sages, rajarshis, they are also confirming your greatness, that you are the source of everything. You are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the ultimate abode, the purest, the absolute truth. You are the eternal, transcendental, original person, the unborn, the greatest. All the great sages such as Narada, Asita, Devala, and Vyasa confirm this truth about you. And now you yourself are declaring it to me also. I already heard before and you are declaring it to me. They told me, yes, you are Parabrahman, and you are telling, I am Parabrahman. I accept this as complete truth. Then he says, Sarvam yeta dhritam manye yanmam vadasi keshava nahite bhagavan vyaktim vidur deva nadanavaha. Oh Krishna, I totally accept as truth all that you have told me. Neither the devatas nor the demons, oh Lord, can understand your personality. They all cannot understand. They know a little bit. Your office, nobody knows. You, my father at home, I know you better. They don't know your officers, your colleagues, your bosses in office. In the corporate world, they don't know you so much. I know you have that small pain in your leg. They don't know. I know your weakness. I know your strengths, your pains. More intimate relationship with you at home. Swayam evatmanatmanam vettatvam purushottama bhuta bhavana bhutesha deva deva jagatpate. You are Devadi Deva, you are Jagatpati, Jagannatha. So Krishna is glorifying, accepting whatever Krishna has said. Indeed, you alone know yourself by your own internal potential. How can anybody else know you? You only know you about yourself. O Supreme Person, origin of all, Lord of all beings, God of gods, O Lord of the universe. Text number 16. Now he again asks the next questions. Vaktum arhasi aseshena divyahi atma vibhutayaha yabhir vibhuti bhir lokan imamstvam vyapya tishtati. Please tell me in detail of your divine opulences by which you pervade all these worlds. So he's telling how you do pervade, Sarvantaryami, how do you pervade all these worlds? So what are the divine opulences by which you pervade all these worlds? Khatam vidyam aham yogim tvam sada parichintayan keshu keshu cha bhaveshu chintyoshi bhagavan maya. O Krishna, O Supreme Mystic, how shall I constantly think of you? And how shall I know you? In what various forms are you to be remembered? O Supreme Personality of Godhead. Vistare natmano yogam vibhutim cha janardana bhuyaha kathaya triptirhi shinvato nasti me amritam. O Janardana. Again, please describe in detail the mystic power of your opulence. I am never satiated in hearing about you, for the more I hear, the more I want to taste the nectar of your words. Arjuna is not satisfied. We all get bored, we pass and we walk away. But Arjuna is telling, whatever you told me so far, not enough. Tell me more. Tell me more. How many of us tell us this? How many of us want to go to Bhagavad Gita in the shelf, take it out and say, tell me more, I want to read more, I want to read more. So we know we are not on that platform. So we don't have to tell, yeah, I'm very special devotee of Krishna. Don't feel like that. Because we are not on that platform. Arjuna is on that platform. He's telling more, you tell me more. I cannot be satisfied for whatever you are told, in the last few things you told me. I'm still not satisfied. I want to tell me more about your opulences, more about your mystic powers. And in what all forms I can see you. You tell me, give more examples. And Krishna gives more examples and tells Arjuna, forget how many more examples I can give. Let us stop here. That is the end of the chapter. With my small spark, I pervade all this. One spark. I'm a big fire. One spark. Whatever I explained is only one spark. How can I relate my full powers? That is a great, like goosebump, statement from Krishna comes in the end of the chapter. Whatever I explained that, I'm the source of all the material worlds, all the spiritual worlds, is just a spark. There is something more. So God is unlimited, means He is infinite. We cannot understand, we cannot comprehend. So just surrender to Him. And instead of trusting some fake people, really trust Krishna. Trusting some politician, some industrialist. Trust Krishna. Put all your faith in Krishna. I also am trying to put all my faith in Krishna. I have many weaknesses, but that exclusively okay, my weaknesses are there, my health problems are there, my money problems are there, so many problems are there, so many challenges are there, but I'm praying to Krishna, exclusively, oh Govinda, oh Krishna, Parabrahma, Parandhama. So I want to exclusively serve. I don't want to look elsewhere other than Krishna. That stand I'm taking last close to 4 decades. I'm doing my best to serve Krishna. I'm not doing, if you compare with others, so many people are serving better than. I'm nothing, but without comparing with others, whatever faculties Krishna has given me, within that faculties, I'm doing my best to serve Krishna. If I find some time, I go through this. If I'm going outside and watching some news items, I'm thinking how to connect that so I can connect to the people. Although it is not very tasteful, those things. But we see how outside people are also better off. They have some values about family. And then when I give that example here about family, they can easily connect with Krishna. Those analogies are easy to tell. Those news items are easy. So as much as I need for this to enhance my skills of delivering Bhagavad Gita, to that extent I go and get other things like sports news, political news, other news. I'm up to date on all that because it is required to convey this message properly. Text number 18. Vistarenatmano yogam vibhutim cha janardhana bhuyaha kathaya triptirhi shrinvato nasti me amritam. O Janardhana, again please describe in detail the mystic power of your opulences. I am never satiated in hearing about you, for the more I hear, the more I want to taste the nectar of your words. Shri Bhagavan Vacha. Text number 19. Now Krishna describes his opulences, 19 to and 20. Hantate katayishyami divya hi atma vibhutayaha pradhanyataha purushreshta nasti anto vistarasya me. Pradhanasya means main, principal. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, yes, I will tell you my splendorous manifestations, but only of those which are very, very prominent. O Arjuna, for my opulence is limitless. I will tell you some examples now. Text number 20. Aham Atma Gudakesha Sarva Bhuta Shayastitaha Aham Adischa Madhyamcha Bhutanam Anta Evacha. I am the beginning, I am the middle and the end. I put at the bottom the text. And he says, I am limitless. My opulences are limitless, but I'll tell you some important principal things. And I am the super soul in every heart. I am the super soul, O Arjuna, seated in the hearts of all living beings. I show a few living beings here. Young, old, woman, young girl, and some monk or saint, the cow, the elephant, the bird, the beast, the trees, all this, wherever, in everything. Krishna is telling, I am the seated as Paramatma in everybody's hearts. Many people tell Paramatma. Paramatma means Krishna. They are having Paramatma knowledge. They don't quote so much about Krishna, but they pick up at Paramatma. Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavan iti sabdhyate. Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagavan. So we must always remember Krishna, not Paramatma first. Krishna first we should remember. Alright? Now comes the detailed things. The problem we have today is we don't know any of these things. We have to do a lot of research. I don't know even whether the AI tools can give some information. Some information it can give. It's a modern technology. But these are all very not common things that people know of. But yes, we know the sun, we know the moon. Let me start reading and you look at the images given. Hope you can relate to this pictorial representation of all these verses. 10:21 to 25. I'll just read Sanskrit plus English, or maybe to cut short time, maybe English. Let us see. Text number 21. Adityanam aham Vishnu Jyotisham Raviram Shuman Marichir Marutamasmi Nakshatranam aham Shashihi. So what he's telling is, he is everything, but if you want to really understand, the topmost is my representation. And you can, that's how we are trained, no, our minds. We want to see and get attracted to the richest on this planet, the strongest on this planet. We want to get see, who is the gold medalist, who is the victor. We are not so much trained to look at how well they played, the people who lost. We only see the victorious people and the best and most prominent. So he's telling a group like stars, you see, wow. So among the stars, Nakshatranam aham Shashihi. Oh, it's so easy to remember Krishna. How can I see Krishna all the time? How can I remember you? Manmana bhava madbhakto is so easy to do. You don't have to wash your arati plate and go and do arati. That also we do. It's very personal service. But even before that, after that, then what? Forget? After arati is over, come out and, forget. No. He's telling, you go out, you see Nakshatranam aham Shashi, you see the stars. They are all source of Krishna only. But the most prominent among the stars is the moon planet. And Krishna says, I am that. So I am this in that. And so the most prominent you can see is I am empowering, I am that. If you think moon is so great and you are enamored by moon and moon god, because in the Vedas all these things are there. You worship moon, you go to the moon planet. So he is only my representative. That's what Krishna is telling. Among all the stars, moon planet, and then in the moon planet, he is only my representative. I am that. Okay. So Adityanam aham Vishnu. Of the Adityas I am Vishnu. Of lights I am the radiant sun. Jyotisham Raviram Shuman Marichir Marutamasmi Nakshatranam aham Shashihi. Of the Adityas I am Vishnu. Of lights I am the radiant sun. Of the Maruts I am Marichi. And among the stars I am the moon. Vedanam Samavedosmi Devanam Asmi Vasavaha Indriyanam Manaschasmi Bhutanam Asmi Chetana. Of the Vedas I am the Samaveda. Of the Devatas I am Indra, the king of heaven. Of the senses I am the mind. And in living beings I am the living force, the consciousness. See, in school, the children, we teach, good teachers, what they teach? They say, first you memorize the heading of the chapter. Once that is fixed, then you remember the header, then it is connected to the other small things. The rest of the chapter, it's connected. The header is very important. So Krishna is telling, for you to look around, you cannot waste time looking at every star. Like suddenly you see moon is easy. You see moon, you remember Krishna and move on. You see the sun, you remember Krishna and move on. So he's telling you the most prominent things you connect, then you can see Krishna everywhere. Then from moon you see the other stars. Oh, okay, they're all Krishna's only. Okay. Of the Vedas I am the Samaveda. Of the demigods I am Indra, the king of heaven. Of the senses I am the mind. There are 10 senses, and above the 10 senses is the mind. So he says I am the mind. It doesn't mean that there are not others. Once you clock in mind, the rest of the 10 senses report to the mind. If mind is Krishna, then all the things are also Krishna. That's how you connect. You lock in with the moon, all the other stars also you lock in with the moon. Easy to remember. It is very, very, the best technique used in classrooms to understand a subject matter. Vedanam Samavedosmi Devanam Asmi Vasavaha Indriyanam Manaschasmi Bhutanam Asmi Chetana. Among the living beings, I am the consciousness. Rudranam Shankaraschasmi Vittesho Yaksha Rakshasam Vasunam Pavakaschasmi Meruhu Shikarinam Aham. Of all the Rudras, I am Lord Shiva. So you please go through this, whatever I have put there in the chart, in the presentation, in the pictorial representation. As I am reading, the visuals help you to understand more clearly. Of all the Rudras, I am Lord Shiva. Of the Yakshas and Rakshasas, I am the Lord of Wealth, the Kubera. Of the Vasus, I am the fire Agni. And of mountains, I am Mount Meru. Meru mountain is more larger and huger than Himalayas. Of priests, O Arjuna, know me to be the chief Brihaspati. Of generals, I am Kartikeya. And of bodies of water, I am the ocean. There is a small well, pond, and all these things. But ocean, I like opulence. So rest of the things are connected to the ocean. But once ocean, the topmost is, you clock in your mind that it is Krishna, then other things are just fall in place very easily. So you can see any body of water, you will remember Krishna. If ocean itself is Krishna, all the bodies of water are also Krishna. Maharshinam Bhriguraham Giramasmi Ekamaksharam Yagnanam Japa Yagnosmi Sthavaranam Himalaya. Of the great sages, I am Bhrigu. Of vibrations, I am the transcendental Om. Of sacrifices, I am the chanting of the holy names, Japa. There are so many yagnas. Now you don't have ghee and firewood to do yagna. You can just take your Japa beads and chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna gives the intelligence, wisdom. He's telling, no, I give you all the wisdom. Shortcut. Procuring firewood, ghee, all the ingredients, the priests, and then arranging the program. All this takes a lot of effort. Simply, I just chanted once. You already performed the yajna. Yajna is complete. That's all. So, and what yajna? This is superior to even that yajna, where all the smoke is coming, you are pouring ghee and lot of hangama you are doing. I'm not minimizing that. That is like community work. Everybody come together. But he says, if the community come together, if they don't have all this ingredient, they just clap. They don't have even Vridangam Skaratal. They just clap and then chant together. One lead singer is singing and the others are doing, then it becomes a Sankirtana. That's far more better yajna than all the Rajasuya yajna, Gomeda yajna, all these things. Horse yajna, Ashwamedha yajna. There are so many yajnas. This is the topmost yajna. Simple. This information only Krishna gives to his devotees. Ordinary people don't have this knowledge. Krishna doesn't give them this knowledge. They think that they have to do all that. But Krishna is telling to his sweet, intimate devotees, hey, for you concession. You just do this. I take it as you have done better than all those yajnas. How wonderful it is. That is the special concession only for devotees. This is the best. And if anybody accepts this and become a devotee, then yes, you chant this, you don't have to do all that yajnas. And then, of all trees, I am the banyan tree. And of the sages among the devatas, I am Narada. Of the Gandharvas, I am Chitraratha. And among perfected beings, I am the sage Kapila. That is in the next slide, all these things. You see, Krishna's opulences in nature and living beings. Nice, right? All this represented. If you just read Bhagavad Gita and the translations, it doesn't hold in your mind so much. But if you watch this pictorial representation and read Bhagavad Gita in tandem with this, it helps you to remember very nicely. Banyan tree we have shown there. So when you are walking by the street and see a banyan tree, easy to remember. Teshu keshu bhaveshu, in what all forms I can see you, Krishna. Any tree you see, you can see Krishna, because the tree is like, among trees, banyan tree, the greatest. Among the sages, Narada. Alright. Of the trees, I am the banyan tree. Of all the sages among the demigods, I am Narada. Of the Gandharvas, I am Chitraratha, and among perfected beings, I am sage Kapila. Of horses, know me to be Uchchaishrava, produced during the churning of the ocean for nectar. That is, comes in Bhagavatam, Jakshan, and all these things. Airavata came out, Uchchaishrava came out, Lakshmi came out, then finally this nectar came out. That is there. So this, like when you see an elephant, Airavata himself is Krishna's representative, the supreme most. Of lordly elephants, I am Airavata, and among men, I am the monarch, the king. You can see, right, all this? Easy to understand now. Of weapons, I am the thunderbolt. Aidhanam aham vajram, dhenunam asmi kamadhuk, among cows, I am Surabhi. Prajanaschasmi Kandarpaha. Of causes for procreation, I am Kandarpa, the god of love. And of serpents, I am Vasuki. Sarpanam asmi Vasuki. Text number 29. Anantaschasmi Naganam Varuno Yadasamaham. Of the many-hooded Nagas, I am Ananta. And among the aquatics, I am the demigod Varuna. Of departed ancestors, I am Aryama. And among the dispensers of law, I am Yama, the lord of death. Prahladaschasmi Daityanam Kalaha Kalayatamaham Briganam cha Mrigendroham Vainateyascha Prakshinam. Among the Daitya demons, I am devoted Prahlada. Among subduers, I am time. Among beasts, I am the lion. And among birds, I am Garuda. Pavanaha Pavatamasmi. Of purifiers, I am the wind. Ramaha Shastra Brithamaham. Of the wielders of weapons, I am Rama. When you see Rama, I remember Krishna easy. Jashanam Makaraschasmi. Of fishes, I am the shark. Shrotasham Asmi Jhannavi. And of flowing rivers, I am the Ganges. Sarganam Adir Antascha. Of all creations, I am the beginning and the end also. Madhyanam Chaivatam Arjuna Chaivaham Arjuna. And the end and also the middle, O Arjuna. Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam. Among all the Vidyas, Adhyatma, about the knowledge of the soul. You have physics, chemistry, mathematics, biology, law, engineering, medicine, so many things, architecture, fighting, war. All the knowledges are taught in all the universities. Governance, politics, law, so many things are there. But among all the Vidyas, the superior most, topmost Vidya is Adhyatma Vidya. But today's not so intelligent people, according to Krishna's scale, not my scale, according to Krishna's scale, they are not focusing on the Adhyatma Vidya in the universities. They are just deleted, delete, alternate control, delete, click, removed from the hard disk of university education, school education. They say this is secular. NGOs are not getting money if they are religious organizations. Yeah, some NGOs I met yesterday. They tell, no, can I come and teach your children some Bhagavad Gita? I said, because it's an NGO. They're doing a very good job. They have pulled some 50-60 girls under one shelter, and then they're teaching them because they are like orphan, kind of a orphanage. I said, a nice place. Maybe once in 2 months I can come and speak a little bit about Bhagavad Gita to the children, some Adhyatma Vidya I can give them. No, sir, our NGO is not allowed. No religion, sir. I said, this is not religion. This is Adhyatma Vidya. This is not any religion. I'm not teaching Hinduism. But they get confused. Oh, this must be Hinduism. Anyway, I said, I'll come and talk something more useful to them. I'll tell the same thing, but I don't tell that it is God or God consciousness. Okay, so this Adhyatma Vidya we have deleted from the university education and the school education. The most important thing Krishna is telling, among all the educations, I am the Adhyatma Vidya, among all the Vidyanam. Of all creations, I am the beginning and the end, and also the middle, O Arjuna. Of all sciences, I am the spiritual science of the self, and among logicians, I am the conclusive truth. So Krishna's opulences in nature and living beings he has given, and in the previous slide, Krishna's opulences in the cosmos and divine realm, sun, moon, all this I group into one slide. Okay, so see the header, Krishna's opulences in the cosmos and divine realm, and then the next slide is Krishna's opulences in nature and living beings around us. Whatever is very catchy in this, you please catch, but your consciousness will change after all this. And then Krishna's opulences in knowledge and time also. This is a different category. 10.32 to 35. Sarganam adin antascha madhyam chaivaham arjuna adhyatma vidya vidyanam. I already told you this. So this is text number 32, Krishna's opulences in knowledge and time. And then Aksharanam Akarosmi, I show the alphabet A because this is the English channel. Otherwise, in Devanagari, A. Then the rest of alphabet, the source is A. So he is telling that analogy, I am the source. For all the water bodies, the ocean is the source. Why? From the ocean, the water goes to the clouds, and then the clouds come and put it into the well. He is the source. That's how he is showing. Nakshatranam aham seshihi. The moon planet is the source. All the nakshatras get the light and their energy, everything. So that's why he is putting her as the source, the greatest, the highest, the most powerful. In that category, he says, I am the source. To show that for entire alphabet A is the source. Akaro, Aksharanam Akarosmi, Dvandvaha Samasikasya cha. Aham eva Kshayah Kalo, Dataham Vishwato Mukhaha. Of letters, I am the letter A, and among compound words, I am the dual compound. Those who know the Sanskrit grammar, maybe even in Oriya, Kannada, Telugu, other languages also, there is what is called as samasa. That means you add two words, it is a meaning. Savarna, Dirgha, Sandhi, like Sandhi is there and then samasa is there. Okay. Among the samasas, among the compound words, I am the dual compound, which is very superior, which is very poetic, which is very nice. That is I am. He says anything you see, and in that you see the greatest, and that I am. You can see me there. So either you start from the smallest and then go to the big, or you begin from the big. That's why he keeps on telling I am the beginning and the end and the middle also. You are getting, it's not that only the ocean. He is the beginning, the middle also, the cloud, and the end also, the water in the pond and the river. He is telling I am everything. So that's why when you see around, in all forms you can see Krishna, and is Krishna's energy is flowing, and he is giving very easy way for us to remember. Text number 34. Mrityuho sarva haraschaham udbhavascha bhavishyata kirtihi shrir vakcha narinam smritir medha dhritir kshama. I am all devouring death, and I am the generating principle of all that is yet to be. Among women, I am fame, fortune, fine speech, memory, intelligence, steadfastness, and patience. I show some women, each one is named like that. Maybe there is one extra woman there I didn't name. That means, etc., etc. Like it begin with all this. Among the women, he is all this. It's not limited only to this. Like, you know, in our Vedic thing, even qualities or like a woman, like if you say Ganga Mata, you go and see externally, you see only the river flowing, but actually there is a deity of that Ganga Mata. Similarly, for all this fame, fortune, fine speech, memory, intelligence, steadfastness, and patience, all these are like feminine qualities. They are all considered feminine qualities or opulences. Fame is a feminine. Fortune, fine speech, memory, intelligence, steadfastness, and patience. If a person possesses all of them or some of them, he becomes glorious. Next. Brihat Sama Tatha Samnam Gayatri Chandasamaham Mahasanam Margashirshoham Ritunam Kusumakaraha. Of the hymns in the Samaveda, I am the Brihat Sama. And of poetry, I am the Gayatri. Of months, I am Margashira, November, December. And of seasons, I am flower-bearing spring. Now, text number 36. So, these are all Krishna's opulences in knowledge and time. Let us see next. And Krishna's opulences in character and human excellence. You can see this also. All these opulences you can see Krishna. So what are that? 36. Dyutanam chalayatam asmi, among all the gambling of the cheats. Tejas tejasvinamaham, and of the splendid I am the splendor. Jayosmi, vyavasayosmi, I am victory, I am adventure. Sattvam sattvatam aham, and I am the strength of the strong. So these are all Krishna's opulences in character and human excellence. Vrishninam vasudevosmi, pandavanam dhananjayaha, muninam api aham vyasaha, kavinam ushana kavihi. Of the descendants of Vrishni I am Vasudeva, and of the Pandavas I am Arjuna. Of the sages I am Vyasa, and I am great thinkers I am Ushana. Dando damayatam asmi, among all means of suppressing lawlessness I am punishment. Niti rasmi jigit shatang, and of those who seek victory I am morality. Maunam chaivashmi guhyanam, of secret things I am silence. You see in the center there is one guy. Secret things I am silent. And of the wise I am the wisdom. Yacchapi sarva bhutanam, furthermore, O Arjuna, I am the generating seed of all existence. Okay, there is the generating seed. There is no being moving or non-moving that can exist without me. Natad asti vinayatsyan maya bhutam characharan. No, text number 40. Yes. Now, everything glorious reflects Krishna. 10.40 to 41. Nantosti mama divyana vibhūtīnām parantapa. Yesha tuddeshatah prokto vibhuter vistaro maya. O mighty conqueror of enemies, there is no end to my divine manifestations. There is no end. I mean, I can keep on telling you, bring so everything here, and how much more I can explain. I give you some examples. What I have spoken to you is but a mere indication, small indication of my infinite influences, infinite opulences, infinity. I tell you 100 things out of infinity. Infinity is not like 1 lakh, 1 billion, 1 trillion, how much my mind can think and put so many zeros. It's more than that. Infinity is there, and I'm just giving you 50, 60 or 100 examples to you. For you are my devotee, I am giving you this understanding, which other people who read all the 4 Vedas also don't get this information. Are you getting the gravity? Is it sinking into us? What you are, we take it very like lights up, like, take it very lightly. This is a very high gravity matter. He is telling even the Devatas, administrative Devatas don't know all this. I am telling you. Now they may be all the Devatas know, because after Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita, they all heard and listened. Until that point, even they are like Brahma Vimochana Leela. If you read in Krishna book, he got confused. Who is this boy? There is a proof, evidence for that in Bhagavatam. He thought like Indra, the Devatas, whatever he is telling in Bhagavad Gita already happened when Krishna was born. Brahma Vimochana Leela, you read in Krishna book. Now he is on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. All his childhood pastimes and Leelas he has finished. This shloka you must connect to Bhagavatam, 10th canto Srimad Bhagavatam. All the Devatas don't know me. Why? Indra Garva Bhanga Hoa, means Indra's pride was crushed by Krishna. His father was doing that Indra Yagna. Krishna told, no, I am the mountain here, Govardhana. Like he's telling, no, I am this, I am that. He says, I am here in Govardhana. You worship God. Now I am your son, you don't know how to worship. You don't have to worship me. It is embarrassing because I am your son. Embarrassing to you, father worshipping the son. He says, no, Nanda Maharaj, you worship this Govardhana, I am the same Govardhana also. I'm non-different from this Govardhana. Please worship. You see Krishna in that and worship. I'll take all the offerings. So he was Krishna here and then Govardhana there. Both are Krishna. They made nice offerings. Indra Yagya cancelled. Whatever they collected, all that, they cook nice prasad. They never poured any ghee and chanted any mantra. Indra was waiting. I will get all this. And then afterwards, what he did? He sent heavy rains. Krishna protected the pure devotees. Krishna could not even touch a hair on any of the Gopas and Gopis of Vrindavana. He completely protected. Krishna, Indra, whatever he tried, he sent his best rains, nothing happened. Everything, bhajan, kirtan, offering, everything every day was going on as usual, as if nothing happened. Krishna was holding on his little finger the Govardhana hill. So what he is speaking here is much, much later. That time he was very small boy in Vrindavan. Later he killed Kamsa. Then now Kurukshetra war is happening. He is the same Krishna. That's why he is telling the hosts of the Devatas don't know me. All the great scholars, they could not know. Their wives who are not so intelligent, they never read the Veda. In those times, traditionally only the men learnt Veda and not the women. Women were there at home. Krishna sent his friends, go and get something to eat. They are telling, hey, you are Balak, you go. You go away. They did not give. The Brahmanas did not give. But the ladies gave. The Brahmanas' wives gave to send all the sweetmeats, everything to Krishna and Balarama enjoy life. So he is telling that only. Even the Devatas don't have full information of me. Oh Arjuna, I am giving you this information. And we are getting from the same Bhagavad Gita what Krishna spoke to Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. That information we are getting. So we must understand who is Krishna and how we can see all his opulences. And in Srimad Bhagavatam, whatever he is speaking in Bhagavad Gita, it's already proven. Evidences are there. Pramana is there. Brahma Vimochana Leela and Indra Yagna Bhanga, that the people could not understand that how can a small boy be so powerful, who is this? They forgot. They were very proud. So we also, the example is there, we also can get proud. After understanding all this, hey, you walk around in the office you are something very special. No, be normal. In outside Vidya, maybe somebody is better than you in your office work. They get 10% increment, you get 8% increment. That is okay. But I heard in Bhagavad Gita, I am very special. Why I am not getting 10%? That Krishna has a reason. You got that much? Say, be grateful and thank Krishna. Okay? Everything glorious reflects Krishna. Not glorious also reflects Krishna only. That is a higher understanding. But for a beginning, understand this. Everything glorious reflects Krishna. O mighty conqueror of enemies, there is no end to my divine manifestations. What I have spoken to you is but a mere indication of my infinite opulences. Yadyad vibhūti matsattvam, text number 41. Yadyad vibhūti matsattvam shrimad urjitam eva va tattat eva vagachatvam mama tejo amsha sambhavam. Know that all opulent, beautiful and glorious creations spring from but a spark of my splendor. Any glorious or beautiful existence should be understood to be but a fragmental manifestation of Krishna's opulence, whether it be in the spiritual or material world. Anything extraordinarily opulent should be considered to represent Krishna's opulence. Now, Charama Shloka, text number 42. So he has infinite opulences, a spark of his splendor. All right. Now we go to the text number 42, the end shloka, very important shloka, which will open the door for the next chapter 11. Krishna pervades the entire universe. He is Sarvantaryami, 10.42. Atava bahu naitena kim gnatena tavarjuna. Vistabhyaham idam krishnam ekamshena sthito jagat. But what need is there, Arjuna? For all this detailed knowledge, with a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support this entire universe. Now, what question can Arjuna ask at this point of time? That is the question answered in the next chapter. So he is pervading everywhere. Then he says, if you are pervading, like you are Paramatma in everybody's heart, all these planets floating and all, you pervade in that and they are floating. You are the moon, you are the sun. You are explained all these things. Now what is the next question that comes? Show me. The next is, Krishna, show me. He is not challenging actually. He is very humbly asking, please show me that. How you pervade the entire universe. How you enter as Paramatma into all the living beings. How you get into this moon planet and make it float. How you enter into Earth planet. Paramatma enters into not only human beings, it enters into the Earth planet also. And Earth planet is revolving, rotating, floating, whatever. I'm not expert in that, but it is made to stay there like that, this Earth planet. How you enter into that, you show me, or whatever you explained in the 10th chapter, now give me proof, give me evidence, show me. That is what is coming in the next chapter. But what need is there, Arjuna, for all this detailed knowledge? With a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support this entire universe. Show me how you pervade and support this entire universe. Please show me. This is the next question. All right. So, one divine fragment supports the entire universe. Therefore, the next is like, thank you. Thank you for coming to this Bhagavad Gita for Life channel and going through this 18 timeless questions, 18 Bhagavad Gita answers. Episode 10 we completed, and we are just telling you what is going to come in chapter 11, the episode 11. Can you show me what you have been explaining? And Krishna will show him. Okay? Krishna will show him how he enters, how all this is happening. Arjuna can see the past, present and future also. Like we see on a television, like he can see everything that comes in the next chapter. Okay? So please, thank you very much for joining this journey. Please like, subscribe, comment, share this knowledge with others. By sharing this link with others, Krishna is very happy with your devotional service. That is also Bhakti Yoga. Very simple. Click, copy, paste, send in your WhatsApp group. Don't spam people, because if they do some offense, it is not so nice. So it's not for everybody. Just seek their permission. Hey, can I send you something very nice? Yeah, please send it. Take permission. Even if you send to one person, it's okay. But send to those people who are interested in these topics. We cannot go and help everybody. That YouTube also is selectively showing this to the people who may click, most likely to click. So you select the most likely people who may like this. You send to one or two people also fine. So, but please help people. Help us to share this knowledge to others. Hare Krishna. Thank you all very much.